Welcome to another episode of the Valorant Tips and Tricks Sent by You series, a series where I show Valorant tips and tricks that you guys send to me. Like always, I'll be giving away one battle pass to one random submission, and if you want to submit something, feel free to join my Discord server or tag me on Twitter. And before we start the video, I quickly want to say that I'm finally set up in my new room. It's very cozy and my internship is starting next week, but because I need to mix YouTube with the internship, I'm afraid I won't be able to stream for a while. But Twitch gang, I'll be back in about 5 months, my friends. Now, let's start the video. Let's start with a nice trick with Neon. If you use your E, you can actually jump a little bit further. You can use this mechanic to get on these boxes over here, but if you are feeling a bit more risky, you could also jump from the boxes in the middle all the way to belt. If you do this at the start of the round, the enemies might not expect it. It's a risky strat, but if it works, easy peasy kills for you. Now a cool mechanic for Jet. If you just dash forward, you go pretty far. But did you know that if you jump first and then dash, you go way further? I have no idea how it works, but every centimeter counts, I guess. For the people who didn't know, with Astra you see different circles. The inner circle, the small one, is for your smoke. The outer circle is for the other two abilities. And also for the black hole, don't put it directly on the spike, because that way people can still plant or defuse it. Place it a little bit to the left or the right and you can get some nice kills.
Oh, nice!
Hey, easy peasy clutch for OC. And whoa, wait, stop the clip. Do you see that? OC got an ace in the first half, congrats my friends. But MrLowlander, how can you see the stat of every round? Well, this is actually from the app of the sponsor of this video, Valorant Tracker. If you download Valorant Tracker, you can link your Riot account with the app. And after that, when you hop in game, you see tons of in-game analytics. You can even see the ranks of your teammates and enemies before the game starts. And that's not all. When you open the app, you see tons more analytics for your in-game performance. You can even put things like kills, deaths and assists on the timeline, all with the purpose of helping you improve in game. Some cool stats you can find on Valorant Tracker is your win rate, the amount of aces you got and your accuracy. Only 20% headshot rate, that's not very good my friends. Apparently I'm not very good with the gun, so I need to make kills with lineups. Luckily also that you can find on Valorant Tracker. Simply go to the guide section, click on your favorite agent and voila, you have tons of tips and tricks you can use in game. So if you want to try Valorant Tracker out just like OC, just click on the link in the description. It's completely free, so why not try it out today. Big thanks to Valorant Tracker for sponsoring this video, and now let's continue. Let's continue with the nice cypher one way on Breeze. Go to the corner of the pyramid and aim at the middle of the ledge. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then simply throw your cage and it will land on the pyramid. And voila, you have a nice and easy one way. It especially works good with an operator. Good luck making those sneaky peeky kills. Now an interesting neon mechanic. If you use your wall in the wall, it doesn't go further. However, if you find a gap somewhere, this window for example, and you aim there, the wall does go further. With this knowledge you can find some different wall lineups. Over the level room for example. Just be careful, often there's a small gap at the start. And while we're on B side on ascent, here a cool jet trick. If you jump on the hut and then dash, you will dash way faster. Use this trick to kill the enemies without them being prepared. Easy kills for rednecks. A glitch that's in the game for way too long is the Viper ult glitch. There are tons of spots where you can do it, but here's one example. On split, stand on the line against the red box. Then aim at the sewer and cast your ultimate. Suddenly there's a small gap in your ultimate. If you go into the gap and find the perfect spot, you can see through your smoke. Riot Games, please fix this. This is in the game for like 6 months already. Now it's time to counter a trick I showed in last episode. Do you remember this plant spot with the sage ball behind it? Yeah, you see KO and Viper both struggling, but did you know there's actually an easy way to defuse it? In fact, there are 2 ways to defuse it. The first one is simple but can be slow. Go to the boxes on the middle of the side and then jump to the ledge. Easy as that. But if you are good at doing a little bit of parkour, you can also do this trick. From nest, just do a strafe jump to the ledge. And voila, way faster, defuse the spike, easy peasy. But sage mains, no worries, we got another sage wall for you. This one is way simpler. On ascent, if you plant a spike over here, simply place your wall against the spike. And again, if the enemies want to get to the spike, they have to destroy 2 wall segments. Especially in eco rounds, this is very OP. And of course, you could counter this by jumping on the generator and destroy the wall from top to bottom, but this also takes time, so no worries my friend. Now a simple cypher trick. Are you afraid that people are flanking over here? Don't waste 2 traps like this, it's not worth it. Instead, place your trap on the corner so it covers both angles. And now you can easily walk to A to help your teammates. Just keep in mind, it doesn't work the other way around, because the other way around they can jump on the box and jump over your trap. Let's stay on B long for a nice neon trick. If you want to be aggressive on the defender side, wait till the barriers are going down and then cast your stun on the wall. It will stun both entrances, so just rush in, dash and kill the enemies. After that you can use a second stun for the rest of the enemies. It's a risky play, but Trips got some nice kills.
Gotta go. Nice. Spike down B.
Fuck Orban, ik kom in.
Nice. Oh, hey.
Now a simple Sova lineup. A lot of players are using this lineup every round. Instead, you could also go to CT and aim at the wall on the left of the iron thing. Shoot with 2 charges and 1 bounce and it will go all the way to the back of the entrance of B. And the good thing is that if it doesn't spot anyone, you can easily rotate fast to A. Let's do another lineup on Ascent, this time with Raze. With Raze, you can stand in middle, aim at the top of the floating island and do a running throw. Your grenade will land to the left side of CT mid. This is a nice one if you want to push catwalk and your team doesn't have smokes. Or of course your teammate just doesn't use their smokes. Yeah, we've all had those teammates. About smokes, did you know about this jet mechanic? If you hold your knife and you switch to your gun, it takes about a second before you can shoot. But if you hold your knife, then throw your smoke and then switch to your gun, you can actually shoot way faster. So next time you're running with your knife and you suddenly see an enemy, first throw your smoke and then switch to your gun. Now a Sage one way that's actually pretty hard to do, but it can be very helpful. Close to B heaven, place your wall over here in mid. You have to walk back, jump and place your wall. But as you see, I failed it. When you do it correctly, the right side will also be covered. So it's a risk you have to take for your wall. Maybe you will fail it, but if you do it correctly, it's a nice wall that blocks it off and you can see the enemies. And yes, the enemies will not be able to see you. I mean, this is so good, my friends. A wall that's a little bit simpler is on A heaven. You can cast your ability over here to wall of ramps. And after that, you can jump on the box and you can just see the pixel of the head of the enemies. Maybe you can get some easy kills, who knows. Now a sneaky peeky jet trick on Icebox. At the start of the round, jump on this box and when the barriers are going down, jump on the container on top of it. Slowly walk forward without exposing yourself to get behind the enemies. Then show yourself and easy peasy kills for you. And also make sure to updraft slightly before the barriers are going down. This way the enemies won't hear you and you can get some nice kills just like Yum Gun.
Nice.
Oh my.
On Ascent with Raze, stand in this corner and aim your boombot so that it slightly passes the corner on the right. If you do it correctly, the boombot will go all the way to the right of the entrance. This is a nice one you can do at the start of the round so no more enemies camping in the corner. Now an interesting Viper one way that I've never seen before. In lamps, stand to the left of the door, then aim at the big lamp and do a jumping right click throw. Now you have a nice one way, but the good thing about this one way is that the enemies might think, hey, this is a bad one way. I mean, look at this, from the enemy's perspective you can easily push and still see the enemies. So maybe they will push through it while you are standing over here and from here they cannot see you and easy kills for you. Did you know that on Icebox you can actually wallbang through this wall over here? If a lot of enemies are pushing you, fall back and go to this spot. Then ping the tube and wallbang through the wall. And who knows, it might get you some kills, my friends. With Sky on Bind, you can hug the boxes and then cast your bird. It will either fly through the boxes or over the boxes, I don't know, but at least it doesn't flash you so you can peek and make some nice kills. On Ascent with Sage you can jump on the generator and place your wall like this. After that you can stand on the tiny corner of the generator. This is very sneaky peeky. Maybe the enemies don't expect you there. So just wait patiently and kill the enemies, just like Vloedlicht. And one on the same spot, a little bit simpler. With Killjoy you can just place your sentry gun on the generator. Then walk to the back of the gen and you can shoot through the legs of your sentry. Very nice, my friend. Now an alternative Sofa arrow that not a lot of people use. This one goes all the way to elbow. First make sure nobody is watching you from B. Luckily you can do this lineup very quickly. Just aim at the wall and shoot your arrow with 2 bounces and 1 charge. And this one will spot the enemy standing in elbow. And this is it, my friends. Thank everyone so much for submitting their tricks. I hope you learned something and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.